Hello, Akku here again. Welcome to episode 20 of my Feed the Beast 1.5.2 beta let's play. Still on version 0.5. Episode 20 of course means there'll be a well download at the end of the episode. I've got a lot to get through. I've done loads of prep work off camera yesterday. I had to give up after a while. My eyes just couldn't handle playing anymore. As far as my bar's concerned, the only difference is I made a shovel of the earth mover. And I got a really lucky enchant on it. I got Repair 2, Silk Touch and Efficiency 4, so that's really nice. I mean, that means I can just cut up grass. The Shovel of the Earth Mover is really useful if you've never used it. It can be quite dangerous, much in the way the Axe of the Stream can be dangerous if you're not ready for it. But what this does, is it can cut a 9x9 area. So if you do it flat like that, it'll do. Actually, it was facing down a bit too much there, so it went down. Get away. I'm trying to show people stuff. Dickheads. If you do it nice and flat, it should do a nice 3x3x3. Sorry, just a 3x3. But if you do it down, it'll do like a 3x3, and that'd have gone further. It'll do a 3x3x3 cube if you do it downwards. So you can go through a lot of dirt digging really easy, and of course because it's Silk Touch, all the stuff off the surface that it's touching, no that's a lie, the actual first block it touches, it Silk Touches. Like the Axe of the Stream, you can suppress its action by pressing shift, so if you press shift it just does one at a time. There we go, so I can Silk Touch grass as I need it. Not that that's massively important, but you can Silk Touch other stuff with it, even though it's a shovel, it means you can Silk Touch other stuff. That's tidy enough, innit? I'll leave it like that here. I've got all the shit in my inventory already. So that's pretty much the only tool difference I've got since last time. Someone noticed, sorry I can't remember who it was, that I did in fact lose 50 levels when I came through after killing Ender Dragon last episode. I can only think it's because I came through too quick and it hadn't saved them levels to me. Because actually, if you remember, I fell through the portal. So that might be the reason for that, I'm not 100% sure. Right, let's just tidy this shit up. You want to go in there. Where's all this come from? I thought my inventory was empty. They can go in. I've had enough of them. They can go in there. That can go in there. That can go in there. And wood. You can go in there. Right. Okay. So I need to get on with ME crafting. And for that, that's in my new base, so I guess it's time to show you my new base. Now, the only thing I've moved from this base up to now is, this is where all the smeltery was. I moved the smeltery to the new base because there was already one there, and that kind of gives you a clue as to where the new base is. Because the only place that I've so far seen where the smeltery is already there are NPC villages. So if we come through this book, it's this little place. Ooh, little NPC village. I've fenced it off. I think it's 3 chunks by 4 chunks actually, the size of this thing. I've tried to lighten it all up. I've started moving a couple of the farms because I want to keep the farms. I ain't going to automate these, I just want to keep them because of the way they look. But I like NPC villages, I like the way they look. I've still got some work to do on the paths and stuff. Well, this is my little town. My tidy little town here. Might build a nice moss stone brick wall around this, I think, possibly. A lot of action in there. That must be where the orgy's taking place. These villagers love it. Let's put some more doors up and stuff. I could have brought that wood actually and put some more doors. Some of these houses haven't got doors on or steps up to them yet. But there we go. The only thing I've done to the outside of here is obviously light the place up. Tired of the path from gravel. And I'm over smeltery here. Now there was already a smeltery here. I promised that I would show how you make a smeltery, but I still need to do that. Basically, all a smeltery needs is this block here, smeltery controller, and this block here, the lava tank. It needs these in the bottom layer. Now, this actually isn't the bottom layer. If we looked under there, there's actually another layer. This layer is not needed. These corner layers aren't needed either. These are just filler. All you actually need is... I've closed it off as well, and so you can actually see inside it. All you actually need is 9 bricks, and then a layer on the outside of them 9 bricks, and that is all you need. But in that layer on the outside, it must have a controller and a lava tank, which is what that one is. And then to actually get things out, you are going to need one of these blocks, which is a smeltery drain. Attach one of these to it, a faucet, and then you get a casting table which you put your thing in. It is actually really straightforward when you get your head around it. It's just follow the book and you can't go wrong, really. Where shall I have that? I might have that there. The little hole on top. So I've just, with some spare bricks that I had, obviously this was here, like I say, NPC villages come with these now. There's also a little house that goes with this. This is the house that goes with it. It's got all the tools and stuff and all the tables that you need. So if you start off near an NPC village, you probably have one of these. This has actually got two, I think. I think this is one as well. Yeah, it is. So this has got two of these. Come with a chest and a piston for some reason. Obviously nicked them out the other one. And most of the bits you need to get a smelter going. So you either have to make some bits, you have to make these bits. All that was here was there was bricks, these seared bricks. So all the other bits you have to make. Oh no, that's a lie. There was a casting table, and there was a casting basin here as well. I need more faucets and drains to actually use these. But I just moved my stuff here, added onto that. But so you may be seeing this thinking, well, where's your base? Because you can't see a base. I had a little setup here to make stone brick, which probably give you a clue. My base is underneath here. But I didn't want to impact on the village, so I made a nice little sneaky way of getting in. And you get in through this well. Whee! So down into the well, brings you out into my little underground base. Awesome. This is what I wanted the lights for. So this is fully. Press F7. I think F7 might have already been on. Was it on? You just got to obviously get up there a bit quicker with a jetpack, but even without a jetpack, yeah, you can climb out of there pretty quick. There you go, F7. So you'll see this place is fully mob proof because I've worked out a lighting pattern that gives it full coverage, so nothing's going to spawn in here now. And I quite like these lights. Nice colour, they go well with this spawning brick, and it's pretty much the same as the other base was, but instead of being 3 chunks by 3 chunks, this is just 2 by 2. Awesome. So I made us a nice stairway down as well, just in case I run out of jetpack and can't get back up. But that's actually not a problem because the way back to my base is right down here. Whee! There's a way back to the nether there. So what I've done down here is I've brought all the pretty much the same setup from before. I've not wired anything up yet. The next thing I need to do is actually wire up my ME network. I've started to get some cage areas ready here for soul shards. Now, the way I do a soul shards cage is I make a 5 by 5 area, and I give the north wall and the west wall double thickness. Okay, there Enderman behind the wall somewhere, isn't he? Unless he's actually teleported in here somewhere. Who knows? So you want your north, so if you look at my mini-map there, north side and the west side, they're both double thickness. So you can see there's 2 thicknesses of glass there. Obviously the west side is the actual wall there, so nothing should be able to spawn behind there. I actually need to check that off camera, just to make sure I've got no big gaps behind there. I don't think I have, but I'll double check it just in case. So, and that will contain your spawn into there. Obviously a long way to go until I can get these going. I need to work out if I can actually capture spawners. I've looked at Shadow Dragon's thread, and he says you can, but some people say you can't, so I'm not sure if it's the issue, an issue with the version currently got, or if it's something more. The way I'm going to wire these is, you can see I've got ME cable. It's not actually connected to anything yet. I was just getting a rough idea of how I want it. Right, I suppose I should start at the top for now. I've also set this up. Let's just cover this first. This is how I've done my water supply. I think you've probably seen this before. I'll just have it so that I've got 3 aqueous accumulators under there. I've spent 8 of my ender pearls. I made this guy. I'm not giving it a frequency yet. We'll call it 1. Call it water we'll add that to that. We'll disable that, and we'll configure that to be owner only. Let's actually get rid of that. Oops. Owner only. Okay, yeah. And we want that to send only. There we go. I forgot I was on a server, so there we go. I've now got a little water supply that I can send water anywhere. So now instead of having to have aqueous accumulators and water blocks underneath boilers, for example, I've got a nice heavy water source that I can put under boilers and stuff, and I can always expand that if I need to. So there's that. Tree farm here, my power's here at the minute. It's just the same setup as before, using a single magmatic engine. Can expand this if I need to. I might have to because the ME network is going to start pulling a lot of power. I've not actually connected any kind of harvesting capability to this yet, because I want to, rather than set up the thing that we had last time, I want to go straight for the, that was the fertilizer by the way there, just putting in. I want to go straight for the ME network. If we work our way up, my plan is to have all the cables hidden, and to facilitate that, I've got these pillars. Inside these pillars, down this one, we've got an ME cable. Down this one, we've got our conduit. This one I might use for liquid ducts, but I'm not sure how filtering lots of liquid ducts is going to work. You can filter liquid ducts, you can send them through liquid routers and stuff. So I could have a shared liquid ducts with things going off, but I'm not sure how that would actually control the share. And then this one here is going to be my red net, which is like redstone, like red power wire. So that's the plan. I was going to put the ME cable network right at the top, but at the minute I think it's for the sake of getting going, I was going to have it, not even further up. I was going to have it right up at the top. This is going to be like my crafting area. I'm going to fill this with all crafting and rednet control and stuff, and have all my ME stuff up on this level, and then have all machines and stuff on these other levels. So I'll have a load of boilers on one level. I want loads of I'm going to go with that coke oven plan, I think, once I get a wither skeleton spawn. With a skeleton spawner, if it is difficult getting the soul shard, I'm just going to collect mob essence from all the other ones and then use them to spawn a wither skeleton using the MFR auto spawner. So that should be easy enough. Right, let's get on with something then. So I'm going to make a little baby ME network with some of the stuff I've got. Got a couple of pigs there, by the way. Just even though I'm not going to be manufacturing pigs, I'm going to have pigs in that one, chickens in that one, and sheep in that one over there, just so they actually add to the sewer. So they'll add to the fertilizer again, which is coming on pretty quick. Come on, don't make me a liar. There we go. Right, so ME network. I've got all kind of junk in my bag. Ridiculous amount of stuff. I've had 32 of these ME interfaces because I'm not sure what buses we're going to need. I've got pistons and I've got slime balls to make them sticky if we need to. I've got loads of ME cable. There's my terminal, my chest, my controller, my drive. I've still got a 1K storage thing at the minute, so I might have to break the camera at some point and make some more storage units. I forgot about that. Right, so for now, I'm just going to put this just up here, and to keep things a bit cheaper, I'm going to break that cable there, so none of the upstairs stuff's connected. So we can connect, well, power, don't we? So let's go, what's that? What was that I just picked up? No idea. Must have been one of them blocks, must have jumped right over there. Oh, the back of that's open. Okay, interesting. So the plan here is to have everything hidden under the floor, of course. So let's go with the controller first. So our controller can actually go there. No, you can't. Controller's going to go there. So the first thing we need to do is wire this to both power and the ME network itself. So a power line is coming from over here, of course, but like I say, this is temporary until we get a steam boiler going. So this is all very expensive on cabling, but that's all part of the fun in it. Actually, I'm going to have that there. I'll have that touching that. So ME controller. Will that work U10? I don't know if it will. No. I want it facing this way so I can actually see the power. Let's get the cables right first, I suppose. So the idea is to have no wires showing anywhere. That's I've done this 3 high so things can actually cross hidden, because to make it cross you've either got to go into the top layer or the bottom layer. So there will be some cables visible in the bottom layer. I should have maybe done 4 high. If I was doing it again, I'd do my floors 4 high so you can actually cross cables actually inside the floor. Does that make sense? I think it should make sense. ME controller. There we go. We've now got power, and it's only connected to 3 bits of cable because they don't actually go anywhere yet. But wonderful, we've got power, and to that I'm going to attach my ME drive, my ME chest, and my ME access terminal. Wonderful. And first thing, I suppose, put that in there. We've got some storage space. Need to change that config. Now let's tidy this up. That should be one of them. There we go. So we've got a nice little tidy looking thing. And now I can start wiring things up. So I'm going to cut the camera just for a second. I'm going to make some more storage units because we do need some more. I forgot, I should have done that first. And I'll be back when we can actually. I'm going to log off and change that config as well, and then we can start working out how to wire to these. So basically, I'm going to put a network of wire under the floor in the middle block, and then attach it to all these hanging down. And then when I come back, we'll start actually attaching machines up and stuff. So that should be pretty cool. Back in a little bit. Okay, so I've run through wiring lines. Now this is going to be really expensive on power, but it's a little bit out of my range at the minute. I'm hoping I can survive until I've got a boiler going, and then the boiler should keep it going. I'm kind of planning for the future here, because I do plan to have multiple boilers. So I'm just covering up the lines here, just want to show you where they'd actually gone. So the lines are all just running underneath everywhere. Oh shit. And nice and tidy. Of course, this level is going to obviously get full of stuff. That's down to the. I haven't actually connected that yet, have I? Let's just connect that up. This one's down to the rancher, the sheep shearer, which I don't know if I actually need connected at the minute. So just for now, I'm going to disconnect that there, and come back later and connect that up. But I'll know that's not connected when there's no wool coming in. So I've not actually connected this to the ME network yet, but you will see in just a second. That's a mistake in it. All these are meant to be them green ones. Let's try again. I've done this bit. I changed the config for that, so now if you look in there, I'm not searching straight away, so I can press E and it'll close it again. Before, whenever I pressed E, it just started typing in there. I can type in there, but I actually need to type in there. And to do that, you just go into the config section of your client. This is a client side change, so it doesn't matter if you're on a server or not. This is just your side. And in the AppliedEnergistics config file, down in a bit that's called #me, #me in that section, which obviously stands for mass energy, which is what this is, ME network. There'll be that one, the terminalAutoSearch and that'll be by default set to true. I just change that to false. So that just makes it so that you don't actually I don't know why I threw my pick at that. That makes it so it doesn't search, which I like. I'm quite a fan of, let's say. Because of the way I use my E button to shut my inventory as well as open my inventory, it actually suits me a bit better that way. Oh god, I can't aim blocks. Come on, fool. Right, so we'll see, we're pulling at the minute, we're pulling 11 units per tick. That's 15 cables, and 3 of them. This is going to go all of a sudden. Wow, got real laggy all of a sudden. This is going to go really heavy when I connect this to there. Oops, not that. When I connect this to there. Come on. There we go. And this will work out what's killing my FPS. Now, we've got to 15, so there's 78 of them connected now. So we want 11 to 15. We've also got a storage bus connected there, and an export bus. I'll show you where they are. What's going on here? Something's happening. So to get ready for that, I boosted up my power source there. So what I've done is I moved the ender tank underneath, and I've just connected it with a liquid duct. So I've got 3 magmatic engines. There was only one running there a minute ago. Right, I'm going to cut the camera out and this will work out what's going on here. Well, I went back up to 180 FPS when Fraps isn't running, and I was running at 8 FPS with Fraps running, so no idea what that's about. But looking here now, we should see, and you will, because I've put a storage bus onto my deep storage unit there. I actually need to confirm that. I moved that around a little bit from here, but that should. Yep, that's still getting fertilizer from the composter there. So storage bus, that's working. So that's our first thing that we've connected. The other thing that is actually connected at the minute is this, which is a basic export bus, and that'll start exporting wheat. If any wheat goes in the system, that's going to start exporting wheat. So that's cool. So 1, 2, 3. We've got 6 cows in each of them. That's all good. I can actually take these levers off now. I'll put them levers on there to stop them dragging babies out, and I was breeding more babies. I'm going to have 6 of each in there. I might actually put it to 8 at some point, but 6 each in there for now. So I need 2 more of them, first of all, to get more wheat into there. I actually need to get my wheat farm over here as well. So let's start with them then. So that was a basic export bus, wasn't it? I've got basic import bus, precision export. No, I want basic export. So let's go to, just to remind myself, oops, AppliedEnergistics. Screw it, let's go with bus. Basic, where are you? Basic export bus. Okay, that's just a standard piston, that's just a standard recipe, cool. So, there and there. Them in the middle. Them in the bottom, some cable on the top. Okay, it says basic export buses, so let's get a couple more of them. Now, because this shovel's got silt touch, I can actually get glass back with it as well, which isn't bad. I'll be using that to get glass back. Put that on there. Get the way cow. Oops. Put that on there. Okay, I lied. That one that I said was the... I'm not going to connect. That's actually the ground there. We don't need to connect that. That's one that's going to get the bits out for us, isn't it? So that's going to be a basic import bus. Import bus can do one thing at a time, can't it? Let's just have a check. So that should have... yeah, that's got no interface. So that'll pull one thing at a time. This has got... no, it's got no internal storage. So it's... I might have to have a precision one on there just so that it can pull both meat and leather, I think. So that was the rancher one over there that didn't need to connect just yet. So I should probably, just for now, disconnect that. Just to make it a little bit cheaper. and I actually do have to connect this one up here. Where were you? There it is. So I can connect that one like so. Wonderful. And the other thing we need to do is add things to this bit here. So the fertilizer is going to want basic export bus, and in there we're going to place fertilizer, and that'll fill that with fertilizer and that make this go crazy whenever it works. And then basic export bus again on the planter to put oak saplings back in there. So we need some more ME cable. So of course the whole first bit of this is to get enough wood, which we've got, to be honest, to get that boiler up and running, which will give us a lot more power to actually run the network. So this all should work out nice. I'll plop that on there. That's basic export bus on there. Cool. And then this thing is going to be getting wood and saplings and apples. So that's going to need a precision import bus, which we've only got basics at the minute. Okay, so I need a precision import bus. Precision import bus is a basic one with a processor. So we've got a basic one there, and it's going to get a processor. Okay, so right, back in a sec again then, when I've got some more bits, and while I've got the camera while I'm off camera, I'll make some more of these. But let's see what kind of power we're pulling now. 20 units. That ain't bad, that ain't bad. And all we've got in there at the minute is that 65k fertilizer. If we take one of them, we can actually put it in there. And now that should fill up with fertilizer. Wonderful. So the whole key to this system is, of course, I need enough fertilizer to make enough to make enough wood. Let's get the sawmill connected up as well then, don't I? Before this cell starts kicking off, otherwise I'm just going to end up with a shit ton of logs and then enough wood. And right up, see you soon. So I'm back at my base, my new base, and my FPS is really shit even when I start recording. I moved my pattern encoder, my pre-formatter here. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I wonder if it's something to do with ME cables, possibly. That's the only thing I've really changed, isn't it? I may have to turn the animation off of the ME cables. What I brought is a load of wheat. I'll stick wheat in there now. And all this, of course, is just going into that 1K storage there, the wheat is. What's happening with that is, see, are these cables animated? They are. I may have to turn the animation off on these cables. That might be what's causing me an issue. So what's happening in the wheat is it's making these breed, and first of all it's going to fill that one up. I should maybe fill this with buttons, so it only has one stack full. Once that one's full, I guess it's going to move on to this one, and they'll start breeding. So pretty much, as long as I've got enough wheat to keep breeding, I'll keep these breeding, keep producing me cows, which these chronotypers will gradually drag through into the grinder there, where they'll get eaten. Nom nom nom. Right, I have to cut the camera, see if it's the ME cable animation that's causing me issue. Oops, of course I'd not set the export bus to have wheat in it on these two, so that's why these two weren't filling up. So it probably will fill them evenly. So there we go, we're getting baby cows through. I've got it so the baby cows stay in their own little enclosure until they become adults. The two side enclosures pull adults into here. So that pulls adults in, and then that one pulls adults into there. So we need to connect this up pretty quick as well. Right, storage buses. That's our next bit. The FPS seems to be better. I've disabled the... So in the same config there, if you look, there's no little graphic on the ME cables now. The amount of ME cables I'm going to have, it's probably a good move to do that. And that's just the same, that's client side. That's just go into your Minecraft folder, go to your config folder, go to AppliedEnergistics config, and and then the second set of blocks down, there's enable animations equals true. Just turn that to false. Something like that anyway. Right, what I've done here is I made 32 of these storage cells. I've pretty much used all my gold. So I'm out of gold now. That search, that resetting my inventory I do not like either. I pretty much used all my gold making these. Of course I use gold ingots and silicon and stuff like that. So I made 32 of these, of which these 32 storage cells I've changed 27 of them into the second tier ones, which is that one there. So that's 3 each of them and another 9 of those guys. Maybe another 27 of those guys. Maybe into 27. Made me 27 of them, and then that makes me 9 of these next guys. These are what's going on? Sorry, take that back. Yeah, 27 of them made 9 of them, and now what I need to do is make these 9 into the next level. So the next level uses glowstone instead of redstone on the edges, and it's 3 of them in the same kind of pattern. Glass in the middle still. Oops. And this time at the top it's diamonds. So we've got storage blocks. And I actually made this wrong first. I've actually got some empty storage cell housings. I made 4Ks at first, and it's actually 16Ks that I need. So now we can just combine these with them, and that's going to get us 16K storage. 3 of them is what I wanted, and I'm going to make 5 1K storages. Now the 1K storage we will pre-format so it only holds 1 item. That's the idea behind this. So what we'll have is we'll have a 16K storage in there that can take anything. And then in here we'll have some 16K storage at the top that will pre-format, one for like ingots, one for gems. We'll make some more 16Ks. Eventually we'll up these to 64Ks. And then we'll have some 1K storages, one that'll load just cobble, for example. So that means you can get 8,000 cobble in. And eventually we'll set it so that any more than that comes in, it'll get automatically sent to void. So that's what we'll do for now. At the minute, anything's going to go anywhere because nothing's pre-formatted or anything. But now we've got plenty of space to store stuff now, so that's good. So we can get on with actually connecting things up. So that should be full of fertilizer, and it is wonderful. We wanted to connect that there to have. I'm not going to reach the bloody thing, am I? Oh, wonderful! There's a light there. That really helps. That there is going to export any saplings we get into there, so that's good. I'm going to keep that full of saplings. Let's tidy that up. So this can all be tidied up actually. Now the video is probably 30 minutes. I'm probably going to cut pretty soon with this, and I'm going to put another video up today. I actually wanted to get the steam boiler up and running before I put the weld download down. So I'm probably going to do another episode straight after this. Try and get out today. I need to do a freaking bee episode as well because I'm well behind on my bees. So that'll be getting done as well. But right, so what do we need with this? We needed one of them and a basic import bus, wasn't it? So that there gets to the precision import bus, and the precision import bus can import many things, and it can do them stacks at a time. So that's going to pull more power, but it's going to be able to pull the saplings, and the other stuff all at once. At the minute we're just wasting the sludge, but at some point the sludge will be up and running. Now we can turn that on, and this should run at insane speed. I could actually do another harvester on that. I could put a second harvester on this side, speed that up. 2 harvesters working, so these should go instantly. So that should keep busy. We should start seeing things. We're not. Okay. Why are we not seeing things? Things should be coming into there, and they're not. Where are they going? I'm stuck. Is the harvester not taking things? So we need to stop that then, don't we? Where's all this wooden shit going then? Nothing on the floor. Where do you go? Well, that's all empty. It's not going into there. Okay, I need to work out where this is going. Back in a bit. Okay, so it actually needed an interface on there, which is actually cheaper than making a bus. So we've got a spare bus now, but interfaces are cheaper. So the interfaces used, I actually thought the buses could pull out of MFR stuff, but the interfaces used when you're connecting to different mods type of stuff. So now that is injected into there. We don't see anything in there because it's injecting straight into the chest here. So if we go around here now, we can see that we're getting wood and apples in there and saplings, but of course the saplings are going straight back into the bottom until the bottom gets full. And which storage is that? So that's going into that first 16k storage by the look of it. So that's taking this as priority, which makes sense, I suppose. So that's pretty cool. So we're getting wood. The next bit is to wire up a sawmill, turn that wood into planks, and get the boiler sorted out. I'm also going to have to connect that eye. So let's break that guy, and we want to connect this precision export bus. No, we don't. We're going to want another interface, aren't we? So this should work then. So that grinder, if we turn that on, just in time, as some adult cows have come through, they should get killed. Why you gonna die? There we go. So the items from them, and that's the issue I was having before, is that it wasn't collecting the leather properly. But the items from them should have gone into there, and we should be getting a bit of mob essence in there. So we need to work out where that's going to go soon as well. I'm probably going to put the auto enchanter behind there with some books in it for now, just because that's the easiest way of sorting that out. And in here we should have some meat and leather, and we have. But like I said, the way the leather drops is weird. We're going to get some, but it's going to drop a lot of it. I might have to put a wooden golem. I don't know if the grinder will kill the wooden golem though. Right, I'm going to wrap this episode up here. I'm going to get this uploaded. I'm going to carry on and do like episode 20.1, I guess, or put it episode 21. And I'm going to hold back the weld download just a bit until we get the boiler going. But that'll be today still, so you will get it today. See you in a bit. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.